What's happening with my subscribers, man? I was asked a question. It was a simple question, but it was a good question. You like, why have you been like, how you splashing yourself on TV and all that, or how did it even start? So I'm gonna keep it short. I'm gonna keep it short. But I was in Florida in Sanford, and I got this partner named One Chico. Check him out. He's a good rapper from Sanford. One Chico. But he was asking me, he was like, man, he said, you ever heard of Nate Dogg? I was like, Nate Dogg? Nah, I ain't heard of Nate Dogg. He was like, check it out. And he showed me the Big Hurt Nate Dogg interview. I was like, oh, and he from my hood too. And I felt like, it was an opportunity. It was an opportunity to get a lot of that was on my chest. It was an opportunity to get a lot of it off. Because one thing I figured is that after all the time I did in prison, if there's one thing I know front and back, that's prison. I could answer any question, any scenario, I could do all that. So I'm like, you know what, shit, if this is a platform for us, for people that have been in the pen, then this is an opportunity. So I got in contact with Big Hurt and let him know, shit, I did 17 years, man, man, I can tell you this. When it comes to write-ups and shit, in 17 years, I amassed every write-up you can think of, from attempted murder being the worst one, possession of weapons, batteries, assaults, wine. Man, it really was phones that really started doing me in toward the end of my long stint. But that was what it was. My partner from Florida, man, he introduced Big Hurt to me, because before I didn't know who Big Hurt was. I never even heard of nothing about nothing. And then I looked further and seen one of my partners, Dex. He was on Big Hurt. So I'm like, you know what, man, Dex, that's the young partner too. Dex hit the line, and he was like 18, fresh 18. Dex. I ended up giving him the nickname Taliban, but that was my little partner. So I'm like, my little partner on there too. I'm like, ooh, and man, so I contacted Big Hurt. Big Hurt, he pulled up. Big Hurt he got this old school, I think it was a Chevelle, green Chevelle. He called it the Green Machine. That motherfucker, when it pulled up, I could hear that motherfucker from way across the other side of the park. Whoa, he killing Dusty. He killing Dusty. But yeah, he got rid of it anyway. But still, when he pull up, man. Big Hurt mean business. He come out, he set up a little tripod. He like, let's get to it. Man, we get to it. I kind of knew what I was gonna talk about on Big Hurt, but at the same time, I wasn't sure. So man, a lot of that stuff was like freestyle, man. To be able to just conduct the interview like that, man, that was just straight freestyle, man. But I ain't gonna lie, Big Hurt set the platform for me to even have the viewers that I have now. But I knew it was real because I was in Vegas. I was at the Metro store, and I walked out the Metro store. I was fucked up. I was stressed out because they didn't put extra charges on me. I ain't know nothing about. Anyhow, so I'm firing up my blunt outside of the Metro store, and the security walk up. He walk up. He like, man. He said, man, ain't you Big Hurt? Ain't you Young Dirt from Big Hurt? And I was in Vegas, right? So I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, man, you recognize me? He said, man, I recognize you. He said, I respect what you're doing. And good luck in all your ventures, man. I just wanted to shake your hand. It's an honor to meet you. I was like, okay, things have changed now. That's what's up. It really got, when I met the fan in Tennessee, I was like, okay, because Big Hurt, I didn't know, like I told you, I didn't know who Big Hurt was. I had no idea. But then all of a sudden, when this world opened up to me, I seen, he had a hell of followers. And they chick busters all across the country, all across the world. I was like, damn, okay, well, shouts out to Big Hurt, man. Shouts out to Big Hurt for giving me that opportunity, giving me that platform. Divorce Court, that's a different platform, but that came later. Steve Wilco, that came later. But the first person to give me a chance out the blue, Big Hurt. Shouts out to you. Dirty Weather. Go.